So, no talk about emergency food is complete without canned meat. We get Spam, which is about $3, and we have Armor Treat, which is about $1.50. They're both 12-ounce cans. We're going to concentrate on this one, and we're going to try it both raw and cooked, fried as well. Now let's look a little bit here what it's got in it. This says there are 6 servings, 6 2-ounce servings, 180 calories per serving, 13% of your cholesterol, 34% sodium, that's 790 milligrams, total sugars 1 gram, protein 7 grams. So you're getting a lot of protein and calories. And what's it made out of? It's made out of pork. It's got, let's see, ingredients. Pork with ham, salt, water, modified potato starch, sugar, sodium nitrite. And the shelf life on this is best used by 2022. So that's about 2 years in the future. And again, we found out that we can use canned meat for 2 to 5 years past their best use by date, as long as there's no, you inspect the can thoroughly, make sure nothing's bowed up and there's no dents or cracks in it. So let's see what we get here. Oh, we need a plate. And you can see right off, if you'd eat this entire can, you'd be getting 1,200 calories. You'd be getting 42 grams of protein, but you'd be getting a lot of salt. But, if you're active and it's hot, you'd be sweating a lot. Now look at this. This looks different than this. None of that much of that congealed fat that we know is so much a part of Spam. Let's see if I can. There's some around the sides. I'm trying to get it out in one block. I don't know if I can do that or not. I'll go around the edges with my knife. I don't think I've had this. I'm going to have to cut into it a little. I don't think I've had Spam for years. Oh, there we go. Wow, look at that. That looks much better than I remember. Usually, you can see some of this congealed fat, this fat jelly-like substance here. And it seems to me the older one style would have a lot of that in it. So what we're going to do is just take a slice, look at it, and then we're going to try it. Tastes like a very salty piece of ham. Of course, it doesn't have the texture of ham, of meat, because it's been, fine particles ground together probably. But this, I know, tastes way better if you fry it. So that's going to be our next step. I've read, although I haven't seen in any of the stores I go into yet, they have single servings of Spam now, where it's in an envelope similar to tuna. And you can then open that up and have that serving. Would be a more normal size for you to eat. I read something that said the name Spam came from England, where it was called specially processed American meat. And at one time it was part of K rations, I think, part of military survival meals. So we're gonna cut it thinly. and see. There's some thin slices, or we could even cut it up a little more even. There's some more research lately that shows that they're thinking salt doesn't contribute as much to blood pressure problems than they thought it did. I don't know if that's really true or not, but it seems like that's what we've seen coming out lately. Oh, can you see I've got a poodle nose here? Oh, he's gone. He smells it. I think if you use this in an omelet, it really goes well. That's the last thing I've done with it. I read too that this is considered a food that people with not as much money would eat, although at $3 for 12 ounces, that means adding 4 more ounces to get it. That would be like meat being like $4 a pound, which definitely isn't cheap. But you know, this can be stretched with other things. It's a good serving size. In other words, you've got a family, you could conceivably put this in something. I mentioned omelets, but you could also do calzones with it. I would fry it up first, but then you could put it in bread with some ricotta cheese and some cottage cheese and maybe some broccoli, and make a kind of a calzone. We made calzones yesterday, but we used ham slices from the deli, but this would work as well, I think. I think it's important not to tell people what they're eating with something like this. Now you can see we're starting to get a more of a browning effect here. Okay, there we go. So, let's see what we think for the taste now. Oh yeah, that's way better. That, I don't know if you want to call it caramelized meat. Probably don't call it that, but that adds to the flavor significantly. So we could eat it raw, it's fully cooked. Oh look, we got a nice little container when we get done. Wonder if we could make a little stove out of this or something. Which you could boil water in it, I suppose, but you'd be boiling small amounts at one time. But, like I say, you could eat it raw. If you have the facilities to fry it, maybe you're backpacking, you've got a little stove, a fry pan of some sort. Very good. I'd say it really tastes excellent in the state where you've browned it enough so it's starting to turn dark. It tastes very good. There's the parrot. Sometimes we sing to the bird and he stops. Baby, baby, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy over the likes of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. We can't afford a carriage. But you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Built for two. How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. Woof, woof. How much is that dog in the window? Woof, woof. Or isn't that doggy for sale?